Getting some music ready. Alright. Hello and welcome to today's live webcast. Today's flight will be ScanSat-5, and there is a secondary payload on board, just like ScanSat-3 and 4. This secondary payload was given to us from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea as a test satellite. The reason behind the satellite, or the purpose of the satellite, is actually not truly given, so we're just gonna assume that it is a test satellite for something. The rocket is, of course, the Israeli fully reusable rocket, and this booster has flown for a total of 4 times now. First and fourth landing were all soft. Second and third were a little hard. Griffins were breaking apart. But again, There she is. Apparently, a little something happened into the camera. But yeah, it is on the pad, getting ready for another flight. Again, this is the booster's 4th flight, and so far, no what actual major anomalies occurred. Just a grid fin kept popping off, and luckily, every grid fin is a easy repair. Now, this rocket has flown several payloads to orbit. Of course, here's the one from the impact. Actually, that impact was a devastation for us. A real crazy one as well. There's the 2nd stage. There was a booster, or a 2nd stage impact anomaly. Well, no, we're not in orbit. I'm just checking to see if all my satellites are in their proper orientation right now. Yeah, I'm just showing my things right now. Yeah, I get a bunch of stuff. Like, this one right here is my lowest orbiting one. But here we have the actual rocket in question. A true beast. But yeah, I guess it did put one satellite into a pretty high orbit. Did I put one higher? No, okay. I thought I did. Oh well. The launch pad here, I completely made it myself. It's just a random launch pad with no actual purpose for existing. So, yeah. The flight profile will be doing a retrograde orbit instead of a normal orbit. Yeah, let's hope that we can get the primary mission objective complete, which is to land the 2nd stage. Just kidding, that's only a actual secondary mission objective, really. We've just been testing it out. Yeah, I could, huh? Yeah, that might work a little better. I'll see what I can do for the next flight, which should be later. Anyways, you probably already know about, like, what happened on 10 minutes, or on the day. You probably already know what happened tomorrow, aka for me, 9 minutes from now. Oh boy, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hold up. Small little setback. Hold up. I will be right back. Just gotta Yeah, it's same here. Same here. Guess we live in the same time zone, huh? Well, okay. No, I guess not, actually. Because I am in Central Time, so for me it is 11. Yeah. Alright, I will get us back to where we should be in the flight profile. Right now. Just give me a little moment. And alright, there we go. Yeah. There we go. The tower has retracted. This is literally just a random thing that I built in, like, I don't know, a few minutes or something. The original blueprint for this is pretty dang old. I've been editing the rocket mostly, but a few, I believe maybe it was like months or weeks ago, I decided to edit the pad, remove some the flame stack, replace it with some GSE tanks, and then I decided to edit the rocket again, and then I decided to edit the pad, and then the rocket again, so yeah, things are a little weird, but whatever. Alright. Anyways, so today's flight will just be a pretty basic and simple flight. Of course, if you know what I mean, which I'm pretty sure you probably don't. Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty irritating, huh? But, yeah, so, fuel tanks, yeah. Yeah, and, yeah, the game itself is pretty fun, like, once you can get used to it, I guess, I don't know. I've always just been a pretty good and experienced player, I guess, I don't know. Alright, we are getting ourselves ready for launch in about 4 minutes. The launch will be taking place from our launch site in Israel today, and we will obviously enough be attempting to land the booster on Earth again, just like with all of our other flights. And yeah, this is gonna be a pretty fun day, isn't it? Oh boy. It is currently 7:57. 7:57 a.m. at the launch site. Oh God. Oh, cool. Yeah, look at the throttle. Oh, whoa. Yeah, that is impressive. Yeah, I can't wait to see that one. 6 feet? Really? The throttle. I wonder if I can actually get it to 69. Hold up. 6 inches. Yo, look at my throttle now. Alright. Let's check range right now. Range is green. Everything else is as well. Getting ready to begin the next major step. Vehicle is now on an internal power. We will now begin to wait for, once again, the next major step. And that will obviously be launch. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, and we have liftoff. A successful launch from the launch site. At the targeted time. The vehicle is now performing its turns nominally as well. The angle will be slightly off, but that's expected because I am pretty bad at doing the angle turns, and I always will be. Yeah, I should probably listen to some more webcasts and stuff. I am pretty bad at doing commentary. Anyways, the launcher is again performing nominally. Our next major milestone will be max Q. Oh shoot, we passed Max Q, my bad. Next major milestone will be MECO, stage separation, and second engine start 1. We are approaching MECO pretty fast, actually, it seems. So let's get ready for that. MECO. Stage separation confirmed. And there we have second engine start on time. Fairing separation, again, on time. And there is SECO. Well, not really SECO, but I'm just turning off the engine right now as I just randomly thought, hey, why not turn off the engine at a random point for no stupid reason. Alright, there would be SECO, actually. A perfect nominal SECO 1. Reason why it's going to be over right there, so I get enough time to land the booster and not have to worry about anything else. Alright. Getting ready for re-entry burn. And there's the entry burn. Performing nominally as expected. Alrighty. And there we have shut off on the entry burn. The next burn will be the landing burn, and this will obviously slow us down to a good point, and then later on, and then during that burn, we will have legs deploy, and, well, yeah. The rest should be pretty obvious by now. And there we have a landing burn start on time. Next up will be landing leg deployment, and of course, landing itself. I'm a little nervous on this one. I don't know how this is gonna work. I've only seen like the simulations of these landings. I've never actually got to see one like actually happen here. Ooh. Landing legs deploy. We just heard that call out there. The landing legs have deployed. Looks like the launcher has found a landing zone. for today's flight. Every now and then, you might also notice the rocket get ever so slightly beginning to move a little bit to the sides. Like right there. This is all nominal, as that just means that the rocket is doing a hover. And again, nothing bad ever happens during the hover. And sadly, the rocket itself did lose a grid fin again, but thankfully, again, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We will get the rocket that has tumbled, and we shall recover that and move on with the mission. The next major milestone will be putting our satellites into their stable orbit. Oh, and there we have SES-1, or SES-2, I should say. And I'm going to have to just say that, well, there's a little something new over on the rocket, huh? And there was a powerful thrust burn, it looks like, coming from the rocket. Or coming straight from the payload that we just deployed. I have never seen anything like that. Wow. What a powerful jet they have. Alright, enjoy the coast phase now. Hello and welcome back to today's webcast. We are currently a few moments away from the satellite, from the ScanSat-4 satellite, from the ScanSat-5 satellite separation deployment, and the next phase of the mission. We're just currently awaiting for confirmation of the ScanSat deployment. ScanSat deployment confirmed. And there's that call out. The ScanSat is now in orbit. And that will now bring us to the next phase for today's flight. The next phase of the flight will be a fairly simple one, if able to be performed nominally and successfully. Hello, welcome back. We just had the ScanSat-5 deploy, and we just had the deorbit of the second stage. Yep. Coming up next will be the entry burn for the second stage itself. If this goes nominally, this will be the first time that the new version of the second stage has landed, and the first time that we have landed a second stage since a while, I guess. Looks like the second stage here is getting another boost real quick before it re-enters the atmosphere, making sure that it will not be impacting anything. Currently, all telemetry units are hooked onto the second stage as it begins to re-enter the Earth's upper atmosphere. Now, unlike the first stage, we will attempt to use parachutes on the second stage in order to allow it to slow the heck down before we light the engines and attempt to land. And there we have confirmation of a successful relight. And there it is. It has now successfully conducted a relight of the engine mid-flight. Oh boy, can't wait for those, for that next major milestone to occur. So it looks like what we have here is a series of events. Looks like right now what is just attempting to get the rocket to be reorientated in order to allow for a stable trip down to the Earth's surface, where every now and then we will have a relight of the engine in order to make sure that it is slow enough to deploy the parachutes once we get ready for that event. And that event should be happening here pretty soon. Again, this is a flight test. In other words, the way that we're landing it might not be used for another flight. Or it might, if this proves to be the successful way. So far, it's been proving pretty reliable. And there we have it. A brand new way to recover a second stage from orbit. And with that, we will conclude today's webcast as a major success. Thank you for watching. And I shall see you next time.